Hello guys, so in this video I'll be teaching you guys on how to make thousands of dollars using this strategy and millions of naira. Okay, now I'm going to be taking you guys step by step. Okay, I'll teach you guys on how to make this how to make crazy money using this using this method. Okay, now watch from the beginning to the end, and if this is your first time coming across our YouTube channel, click that red button, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're watching it on Facebook, just make sure you're following us. Okay, and let me quickly remind you guys, our class is open. We teach you guys on how to trade profitably and daily. We teach you guys strategy on how to trade and earn your money daily. Okay, that is, if you follow our strategy, you are going to make some cool amount of money every single day for yourself. Okay, so this is NFTB right here, and this is taking here. Now, quickly, let's go back to our technical analysis and check NFTB, the price that NFTB was, and compared to the price, compare the the all-time high, which is the highest price that NFTB rise, and the current price NFTB is right now. Okay, so let's go to and let's go to this is okay. Here is Bitcoin. I'm analyzing BTC. I'm analyzing Bitcoin. So let's go back and check NFTB. NFTB is on the list here. So I'm going to launch it here. Launch it here. So once I launch it here, I'm going to click here and change to 1 week time frame. So 1 week time frame is going to give us the full details, of NFTB, or what's the high time, the all-time high. So the all-time high was 0.40 cents, 0.40 cents, 0.40 cents, and 0.40 cents, right? 40 cents. Now we all know that. And the way a coin or token rise, that is the same way that coin or token is going to fall. And the same way that coin or token fall, that is the same way it's going to rise, and it's going to rise more than before. If you track the history of Bitcoin before, from 2011, 2012 to 13 to 14, you see that Bitcoin started rising, coming up. If you check the history of BNB, you see that BNB was rising, falling, falling, and right now BNB fall down and it's going to rise back. And once BNB start rising back, it's going to rise more than the price it was before. The same thing apply to all the coins and token you are seeing. So NFT, this same thing is going to happen to NFTB. The price you see that NFTB is currently now, during our bull run, NFTB is going to move to around that kind 70 or 80 cents. 70 or 80 cents is actually going to double it. Okay, so if maybe like if it may even enter $1, it may even enter $1, who knows, but I'm predicting it around that kind 80 to 90 cents. Okay, 80 to 90 cents. So right now, let's say right now NFTB is at price of 0.0068 cents. So if I put in like $100 now, let me tell you how much you're going to be making with this ordinary analysis, and plus the strategy I'm going to be teaching you guys. You are going to earn double. You are going to earn 100% of what you are supposed to earn now. Okay, so like you are going to be making crazy amount of money. So right now right now NFTB is 0.0068, right? So let's go to our calculator. Let's say for example you are using $100 right now to buy NFTB. $100 divided by 0.0068, that means you'll be having 14,705 NFTB. And by the time NFTB goes back to the price of just that 40 cents, this is how much you are going to be making. So by this time you are going to times it. You are going to times 0.40 cents. That's how much you'll be making. $5,000. You'll be making $5,882 with just $100. with just $100, right? Now let me teach you another method that you are going to times this money, and make over $12,000 during that time, plus the bull run market that is going to times and enter around that kind 80 cents. You are going to make double of that money, around that kind $30,000 to $40,000 with just $100. You are going to be making like about $40,000. Yes, don't argue with me, because it has already happened in this space. Like, people use like $1 to make millions of dollars. People use like $1 to make thousands of dollars. People use like $1 to make, like, people use, in this crypto space, like a lot of shit happen, like a lot of crazy things happen that change people's lives. Okay, so and this here, let's say for example we were having 14,000, right? 14,702 and 702, 14,000 pieces of the coin, right? Now if you come back, if you buy this token right now, and come back to NFTB and stake it, come back to Trust Wallet and stake your NFTB here, and at this duration of 1 month, they are going to be giving you your 100% happy. This is what I've done already. I done this in different wallets, and they are giving me my 100%. Okay, if I but I'm using two phones, so I'm using the other one to do my staking, and I don't carry that phone anyhow. I keep it safe and all of that, despite the fact that I keep my phrase word safe and all of that. Okay, so here, if I give you 100% of 14,000 this thing, let's go back to our percentage calculator. So let's go to a percentage. 14,000, you are getting 100%, right? NFTB is giving you 100%. Yes, this is how to calculate this happy. It's not like the other way around. Like, this is 100% is going to give you. There are some happy that this is not how, like, the way they calculate it is not this way that I'm calculating it here. But this of NFTB, this is exactly what they are going to give you. Try it out and come back and thank me later. Like, try it out, come back and thank me later. I'm like, this one is real, legit, like this. Okay, so 14,702. How many NFTB are you going to get? You are going to get the same amount of NFTB. So let's go to calculator. And times this, and 14,702 times 2. That's how much you'll be getting. You'll be getting 29,404 NFTB. That is, if you stake this NFTB for 1 year, buy NFTB right now at price of 100. Well, I mean, with $100 at price of 0.0068, they are going to be giving you 14,702. And if you stake it for 1 month, for 12 months, that is good 1 year, they are going to give you 100% of what to stake there. Now, if you calculate everything, you'll be getting what? You'll be getting 29,404. So let's say, like, this bull run market go back to just that 20 during bull run, and NFTB go back to the price of just 40 cents per one. So you are going to times this. You're going to times this amount to 0.40 cents. That is how much? That is $11,000. $11,000. That is $11,000 with just $100 you'll be making. Now, let's say, for example, like I said, the same way a coin rise, or the same way a coin fall, that is the same way a coin is going to rise, and it's going to double. That is in the bull run. So let's say, for example, that this token moved from 40 cents, like, just double. It must double during bull run, and it's under must that during bull run, NFTB is going to enter 80 cents. That is the double of the previous all-time high. That is 100% of the previous of all-time high. It must happen. Go and check the history of other coins and tokens. It must give us 100%. Okay, it must give us 100%. And that 100% is not just going to give us 100%. It may give us 500% rising, 500% from the previous all-time high. But that 100%, it's a must. It's a must. Okay, so let's times that 29,000 at what? And if you give us 100%, it's going to move to 80 cents. So let's times that 29,404 at price of 40 cents, at price of 80 cents, times 0.80 cents. How much are you going to be making? You are going to be making what? $23,000. $23,000 with just 28,523 dollars. That is with $100 capital you are going to be putting in in this investment right now, guys. I'm telling you guys, like, this is not a financial advice, but this is something that happened like several times, happen to a lot of people. Like, I'm going to be showing you guys example of Ripple too. Ripple, if like 3 years back now, if you use, that was in 2020, if you use 50,000 naira to buy Ripple, you'll be making, like, currently as we speak, you'll be making 6 million naira. In 3 years, yes, in 3 years. I repeat that again, in 3 years. Okay, so let's say for example, it just give us like that 100% is going to move to 80 cents. Okay, and let's say for example, it moved to even $20,000. I mean $1. So let's say for example, here I'm going to like maybe like the bull run is crazy and NFTB hits $1. It is possible. Go and track the history of BNB. Check the price of BNB when BNB was listed. Go and check the history of other and this thing, and the NFTB have use cases. BNB have use cases yet. NFTB also have use cases. It has use cases. So there's a possibility that NFTB will hit to $1. There's a possibility, there's chances. So let's say for example 29,404 times $1. Like this coin at time move to $1 times $1, right? That is, you'll be making 29,000. I think that's 29,000. That's the same amount, $29,000 and all of that. Okay, so you see, there's a crazy amount of money here, like, to be made. Let's say you do this investment and this thing take like 3 years to happen, even 4 years, even 5 years. If you like, let it take it like even 7 years to happen. It's worth it. It's worth it because you can't take that $100 and invest. Like, what can you possibly take that $100 and invest in and get that this kind of money in the next 3 years, next 2 years, next 4 years, next 5 years, next 7 years? Like, which business, like which government business, which government investment you can do it, which other private company you can invest $100 and in the next 2 to 3, 4, 5 years, 6, 7 years, you'll be able to make this this amount of money. It is like, I never see that kind of business investment and all of that. So like I said, this is not a financial advice. We do share our videos for for educational purposes, because you guys need this this update. So I just choose to be giving you guys. So please guys, just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Anywhere you are watching this video, is on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just make sure you are following us, and please go back and follow us on our Twitter handle. Like I said, our class is open. We're going to be teaching you guys on how to make money every single day using our strategy. Okay, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you.